everybody, this is Leslie with SimonandLeslie.com, and today I'm going to show you how to use Canva so that you can create engaging images to post on your social media. Now after you get logged into Canva, and you can log in using your Facebook profile, once you get logged in, you'll see that you've got a lot of options for creating specific posts, and each one of these is properly measured for that post. So you can see here you've got a Pinterest post, Instagram. If you need to brand yourself, you can do a Facebook cover or a Facebook event cover. But today we're just going to do Facebook. Just a Facebook post. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Facebook post. Boop. And let's say that you want to invite your friends over for a wine party on February 18th, which is National Wine Day. National Drink Wine Day, right? So we're going to go over here and we're going to type in wine. No, wine. I have sticky keys. Okay, we're going to search images. And when you're pulling images off of Google, you want to make sure that they're sharp, interesting, and they don't have brands on them. Sometimes they'll be very specific images, or somebody else has put like their seal on them, their brand. So you want to make sure that you don't use those images. Another way just to kind of protect yourself is if you go to filters, you can say license, free to share and use. Okay, so any one of these is free to use. Let's see, this is a nice one. I do like my reds and whites. It's got the grapes in the background, let's use it, right? So we're going to save this image. I'm going to save it to our downloads. And then we will go back to Canva. And again, we're making an invitation to put up on our Facebook page so we can invite our friends to a wine party on the 18th. So as you're looking at Canva, you've created what kind of project you're going to build. There's in the Elements section on the left-hand side, there's this area called Grids, and what this does is for every shape that you put up here is where you can install images. So for this one, you see you have room for an image here and also here. If you wanted to get really feisty with it, you can do 8 images, you can do a ton, right? Each one of these is going to be an image, and this would be kind of a cool idea if you were sharing like a vacation photo album. But these cells won't be individually selectable, which means people will have to get a hold of you to see the full image, right? So we're going to go back. I'm just going to use one image, and we're going to build an invitation. So we're going to go to Uploads, and we're going to grab the image that we just selected. Little green bar right here means it's all done. You can bulk upload images, which is pretty handy. But if you drag this over here, you see that it kind of resized it to fit. So let's drag it out just a little bit so we get most of the red wine in here. Okay. Now we're going to add a text. One thing that I've found with using Canva is that sometimes the backgrounds that you select, even from the pre-installed images, are kind of hard for text to show up in front of. So we're going to go back to Elements, and we're going to click on Shapes. Let's use the shape. This is kind of fun. And we're going to scoot it up to this corner. We're going to shrink it a little bit, just a little. And we're going to drop the transparency. This makes it so you can kind of see through the image. And I do like my 60% transparency right there. And as you're looking at this, you can see that the predominant color of that frame is white, but you can change both of those over here. So if instead you wanted a green frame with a blue border, you can do that. Or a white border. I'm a big fan of green, so we're probably going to stick with that one. I'm sorry. Canva also gives you a plethora of fonts and pre-designed text that you can add. And if you choose to use one of these, you have to be sure to either use the entire area that pops up. So whoa, too much love. Just a second. So you can see there's a ton of text in here. We've got Catherine Schmidt, her address, she's a beautician. So each one of these is editable. I shall skip my break, for I am training. Right? So if you like the font that they're using, make sure that you either go in and delete a cell if you're not going to use it. You can delete the words, that space will stay there, or find a way to use the spaces, right? Let's see. Boop, boop. And all I'm doing is highlighting and hitting delete. And then let's say February 18th is National Drink Wine Day. Okay. Kind of cute. Nothing special to it. As you get more comfortable with what Canva is able to do, you can get more and more creative. And we're going to center this just a little bit better into the circle, right there. You can see there's a little tiny purple dotted line that has shown up, and this shows you that it's centered within a particular side of the frame, or a particular part of the frame. Thank you. Alright. And let's just call that good. Alright? You can certainly add more. This heading area over here allows you to play with the different styles of text, or the different fonts, if you will. So you can change those all at once. Let's do permanent marker. Heck yeah! Does a full change, and you can change the font size and the font color. It's really, really nice. Very user-friendly. So once you've created your image, and you've got your message on it that you want to share with your fans, we're going to click download. And what it does is, generally, if you haven't selected one of the pre-designed fonts, it's going to name the image whatever text you put on it. So if you add a text, that's what it's going to name it. This one just says beautician, but we know that we use Catherine Schmidt, she's a beautician, so that's just kind of what we're going to reference. There's actually not a way to rename it. Okay? But you can do different types. We're going to stick with that. And download. Here it comes. It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. That is one thing I like about Canva too, is that it puts these fun little quotes in. Now, immediately, since you've downloaded it, you can also share it with Facebook and Twitter. So let's go to share it with Facebook. Join me on National Drink Wine Day. Okay, bam. Connect it to Facebook. We're going to share it. And there it goes. I love this quote by Eleanor Roosevelt. Do one thing every day that scares you. Now you can click on view it on Facebook. That's a handy tool. And there it is. Join me on National Drink Wine Day. Fun little project. And before I go, one thing that I really like to use Canva for is bulk content creation. So I'll go in here and I'll just give you guys a quick little preview. I'll go in here and create, depending on what project I'm working on or how many posts I want, I'll go in here and I will just create a plethora of motivational posts or branding, sometimes inspiration. You can see that's a cloud that looks like the flying spaghetti monster. And just, if it takes you 4.5 hours to do that, and then you can add it to something like SmarterQueue or Buffer and have it go directly to your social media on a schedule. This helps create consistency, which is really good with engaging with your fans, your followers, and really giving you the image or the presence of authority. So there you have it. Again, my name is Leslie with SimonandLeslie.com, and this is how we use Canva. Have a great day, and I will talk to you guys next week.